DAW Talk. This is DAW Talk. Yes, welcome to DAW Talk. This is DAW Talk. This is DAW Talk with X.E.L. Yo, welcome back to DAW Talk. If you haven't already, make sure you are liking and subscribing to the channel. I'm your boy, X.E.L. And today what we're going to be doing is talking about Cubase 15. Yes, they are up to 15 already. It's like yesterday I was just talking about Cubase 14, but now they're up to 15. Let's listen and see what's going on with DAW Talk for Cubase 15. Some of the things that they've added in there. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's go. All right, so here we are on the Steinberg website. This is Cubase 15. We're going to look at the what's new in Cubase 15 section. They have an overview over here, but I'm just going to go straight into the new in 15. So basically we can kind of see exactly what we're actually getting into, right? And then after this, we're going to watch the little video of all the previews put together, and then we can kind of go through and see what you guys are thinking about this new Cubase 15. All right, brings powerful new tools, music production, composition, mixing, all designed to boost creativity and streamline your workflow. All right, so this make melodies, it looks like you can actually make different melodies, and they have like a section over here for poly and mono. So you can do like, I guess, chords, or you can do just regular melodies, and looks like you can do shapes and randomization. Oh, that's pretty cool. You have different voices you can do over here, variations, density. I guess this would be you can do velocities, repeats, offsets, probability. Oh, that's pretty cool. So it looks like this would be a nice tool if you are a person that's trying to create something really quick to kind of get a flow going. And it looks like it goes to a key as well. So that's always good. And it gives you an option for your pitches. And this is the expression maps. So from what I've been told or saw a little earlier is that these expression maps are now going to come inside of Cubase 15. So when you automatically set up an instrument that has expressions or different kind of articulations, it'll automatically recognize that this VST has articulations, and then it'll tell you what articulations are there, and you can actually set it to map automatically inside of Cubase. I think that's phenomenal. That is really, really dope. I think Cubase needs to push this a lot more and let people know about this part of it, because that's where mostly their fan base is, I believe. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong, but I think a lot of people use Cubase for orchestral stuff and kind of big production kind of stuff. So they need to push this out there a little bit more and let people know that these articulation maps are there, and it'll help them out tremendously, I think, with their sale of Cubase 15. All right, so once again, we have stem separation. If you haven't already seen the trending thing of almost all the DAWs now, almost all of them have a stem separator. This one looks like it's limited. I'm not really familiar with why they would just do the regular basics like the vocals, drums, bass, and others is like everything else in between. Where you have people like Logic Pro, they're actually doing different type of stem separations. Even BandLab online, you can separate like strings, guitars, pianos. So like you can have a different list of separation of instruments. It's not just, other, which was, encompasses like every other sound in the song. So that is something very, I guess you can say it's a little disappointing that they didn't do a little bit more with it, but at least now they do have it in there, which people are or should be happy that they actually did incorporate it. I'm not sure how good it is. That's another, stepping stone inside of the world of stem separation. Like some of them are really good. Some of them are just okay and kind of average, but we'll see how Cubase does with that. All right, so last touched first. So this looks like it gives you the option to kind of see what you touched. And it'll give you a list of whatever you touched, and then you can go over here to this option, and it'll show you all the things that you touch. So whatever you touch first is in first, and whatever you touch last would be last. You can just choose that to do your automations, and I think that is really cool. If you are a person that does a lot of automations and you always are switching to different things. This will give you a really, I guess, a faster way to actually do the automations on your clips or sounds or audio. I think that'll help tremendously for people who actually do a lot of automation inside their tracks. So kudos for that one, Cubase. Good job. All right, Start Smart, the new hub. So this is the new startup window that they have. So when you first open up Cubase, you know, you have like that startup window that says like, hey, this is connected to your audio interface. This is for your Cubase hub, and these are for your sounds, and this is for your setup, and this is for your templates. So they have a new hub for that. I don't think that's that exciting, but I guess it will help when people are trying to do projects and starting templates and trying to get right into the work that they're actually doing. I guess that'll help that out a lot. All right, so Halion library, which is called the Writing Room synth. So they have some new synths inside of the Halion. All right, so they have new modulations. Looks like there are 6 of them: a random generator, sample and hold, wavefold, LFO, and more. So why didn't I just name all of them? Wouldn't that make it a whole lot easier for everybody to kind of see what you're talking about? But it looks like there are 6 of them. If you are a person that does sound design, I believe Cubase is trying to get more into that lane of the sound design people and actually have these modulations or modulators available for you guys to actually do some different kind of sound effects and different waveforms that you can actually create of your own and create your own unique and individual sounds. I think that's cool. I'm not a sound designer myself, so it's not something that really attracts me, but if you are that type of person, I guess this could be something for you. And just to let you guys know, like Cubase does like a 60-day trial, so you don't have to just do 30 days. You can do a whole 60 days trying all this stuff out. See if it is something that fits for you if you are looking for a DAW. All right. So they have the Ultra Shaper, which looks like some kind of compressor and gives you the option to shape your sounds. So that's always good. Yep, new dynamic processor. So it's a dynamic processor. Pitch shifter. I didn't know they didn't have a pitch shifter, so that's something new for me. I thought they did have a pitch shift automatically set up for Cubase, but I guess I am mistaken. So they have some new drum machine kits. Everybody loves kits. I love kits. You love kits. We all love kits. So if you're actually interested in kits, I do have my Smash kit available on my website. It is absolutely free. You can go there and download it from xelohh.com. All right. So I guess these are a couple of the new song starter packs. This Cinematic Odyssey is really dope. I always like cinematic stuff, and always gives me like different life and different things to think about when I'm actually making music. All right, Grit and Grime. These sound like pretty cool names. Future Trap, Main Room, Melodic House. All right, Instant Inspiration. Oh, so I have the chord pad. Yeah, chord pad has always been dope. It looks like they updated it though. Did they update it? Get creative with 30 brand new chord pads. Yeah. So voicing for jazz, soul, pop, indie, and more to kickstart your next progression. See, this was one of the things I really did like about Cubase 14 was the option to do the chord pads. The chord pads made it a lot easier for me just to kind of get in there and just get stuff created. I didn't have to think about it. I just went chord pad, chose my key, made something, and something came out of it. You know, like that was a really cool and good way to kind of get started on any kind of project that you actually have. So I definitely am a fan of the chord pads inside of Cubase. This right here, this Omnivocal that says beta, because it doesn't really say that it gives you like any kind of setup. So where do you like put in words? Is this is taking from a regular vocal? Like how does this actually work? We'll probably try to see that a little bit later on. More new features. Maximize the mix. And this is for, it looks like Mac OS. It didn't have like a project and mixing console window. I don't know what that's about. That's interesting. I didn't know you didn't do that on Mac. The score editor, redefine notations, Track control for volume pan. DAW project. DAW project is really dope. I really like the fact that they actually put together a DAW project. I just don't think it works the way it should. When I've actually used, from like my Cubase going into like Bitwig, it didn't really convert over the way I thought it should. Like I felt things were still kind of missing or out of place when I actually pulled it over to the other one project to the other. So I'm not that big of a fan of how it's actually working right now, but it is a very, very solid idea to actually have, where you don't have to worry about what DAW you're using. You just kind of use the DAW project and pull that stuff over into your DAW, but no problems with that. All right. From bass to leads, I'm not 100% sure what that is. Leads, chords, arpeggios, all powered by a new melodic modes and pattern editor. So they have a new pattern editor. That's cool. All right. Groove Agent SE, the number 6. All right. Hot swap samples. I did not know you couldn't hot swap samples inside of Cubase. That is one of those things I guess we are finding out now, that you can actually do that. All right. Scaling for all. Pinch to zoom macros for Mac OS. And you can bounce in the flash. I wish they would show a lot more of this kind of stuff, because the quick export is something that I would probably use a lot more of, just because there are times when you want to just kind of bounce something and keep the idea flowing, and you'll just have it in the background. Or if you need to run somewhere, you can kind of just bounce it out and then put it on, your drive or on your like OneDrive or whatever you're using, box or something. And then you can actually have that piece that you actually made on the go, so you don't have to think about it later on. You just have it kind of there. So I am a big fan of that as well. So here are all the features: melodic patterns, expression maps, stem separation, automation enhancements, the new hub, the writing room synth, new modulators, ultra shaper, pitch shifter, new drum machine kits, new sound and loops, new chord pad presets. Man, this is one that I want to definitely try out. Omnifocal beta, I'm not really interested in this. I don't think that it's going to be that good, but I could be wrong. Mac OS full screen. I didn't know you couldn't do full screen on a Mac before, so there's that. All right, track controls, DAW projects like we talked about, Groove Agent, sampler tracks, plugin scaling, pinch to zoom, quick export, and score editor. I think this needs to be talked about a lot more for Cubase. I think this is where their money is. This is where people will actually want to invest and put into for Cubase. So I think they should need to push that a little bit more than they have been. And here are the versions. And so these are the upgrade prices. If you want to upgrade, it's $29.99, $79.99 for artist, and the Pro is $100. So let's go to the overview so I can get to the prices and show you guys what the prices are. So here are the prices of the regular Cubase. $100 for the elements. Then you have the artist, which is $329. So $329. Is it worth it? I don't know. Just to be honest with you guys, like I don't know if it's worth it to do that much for Cubase. And the Pro is $580. I don't know why they put this 99 cent on there. This is $589. So it looks like when you do an upgrade with them, so they do 16 next year, it'll be like $100 more. So every year you're just paying like $100 on top of the $580 that you already paid. And I just don't see it being something that I would actually do. I'm not sure, your guys' financials right now, but I wouldn't personally, mess with just my personal opinion and my personal business. Like I don't have it to do almost $600 for Cubase, and it still doesn't have some of the things that my other DAWs kind of have and do that make it worthwhile, and they're a lot cheaper than this, right? So this Dolby Atmos support, I think that's really, really cool. I think it is a very, very key component of actually getting a DAW nowadays. All my people who actually are using Atmos, kudos to you, because you can actually charge more for Atmos when you're actually doing mixing. It is something that I will try to be learning soon. So this is why I say I'm still kind of standoffish about it. But like I was saying before, if you are trying to use this Cubase, they do have an option to use it for 60 days for free. So you get to try it out for 60 days. If you like it, if you find one of these prices that you want to do, if you don't, then, you know, you can just not pay it and then just use a regular standard version that it leaves you with at the end, right? But let's check out the video and see what that's about. All right, so we're gonna watch this new in Cubase 15.
Cubase 15 is here and it's packed with new tools, fresh sounds and workflow upgrades to keep your creativity moving. Let's jump straight in. First up, the new melodic pattern sequencer. It's a fast way to build melodies, bass lines or melodic patterns. You can lock them to scales, program step by step, or hit randomize for instant inspiration. Next we have,
I think that's pretty cool. That was the first one that they had on the list for the randomization. I think that's pretty cool.
the new expression maps. Expression maps have been completely modernized with streamlined setup, pair articulation, attack compensation.
And they have attack compensation. That is good. All right. So they have length transpose. You can transpose. You have velocity there, so you can change your velocities of the sounds that actually come in. I guess transpose, you can kind of move them up and down as well. That is really dope. Like I was saying before, this actually gives you the option to kind of make your own setup for each instrument that you have. You don't have to guesswork of where your key switches are. It actually sets up the key switches for you inside of Cubase. I think that's pretty dope.
And deep key and score editor integration. You get realistic performance control like never before. Next we have stem separation. Need a vocal or a drum track from a finished mix? Stem separation uses AI to split your audio so you can remix, rebalance or sample it right inside Cubase. Cubase 15 also adds 6 new modulators including random generator, attack decay, morph LFO, wavefold LFO, crossfader, and sample and hold. They let you animate and evolve your sounds, allowing you to achieve creating effects for producing and sound design. Next we have writing room synths that offer cutting-edge sounds, leads, basses, and pads using revered analog synths and inspired by some of the best songwriting studios in the world. And of course, new plugins couldn't be missing. Ultra Shaper is a brand new dynamics processor that gives you compression, EQ shaping, and transient control in one place. And Pitch Shifter lets you shift pitch in real time with format control and up to 24 semitones of range for those unmistaken vocal effects.
Could undo with all the pain. You were the one to blame. I wish that this could change. Could undo with all the pain. You were the one to blame. I wish that this could change.
If you
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, really cool to have actual pitch shifter, automatic pitch kind of thing inside of the DAWs. I didn't know Cubase didn't have one. Now I know that they have one now. Cool.
ever wish that Cubase could sing? Well, OmniVocal uses Yamaha's cutting-edge vocal synthesis to perform your notes and lyrics with expressive, human-like realism.
Okay, so it gives you an option to actually put words in there for the artist to sing. Okay, that's totally different. I thought it was just like making different sounds, I guess.
There's loads of new content too. 40 drum kits for the drum machine, over 5 gigabytes of song starter packs, a redesigned Groove Agent SE.
Ooh. It does actually look pretty dope.
30 fresh core pad presets, and a much faster sampler track workflow. And on the workflow side, everything's quicker. Starting out, the new redesigned hub allows you to get started easier than ever, while the new preview function allows you to quickly audition the projects you have worked on before opening them.
Ah, so they're take a page out of Traction Waveform, where you can actually play your sounds or the actual project without having to open the whole thing up. I believe Sonar has actually done that as well. I'm not sure what other DAWs do that, but Cubase has been added on to the list of things that do that now as well. I believe you can do it in Reaper, but you have to set it up that way to kind of have it to where you can play the previews of whatever the actual project is. Interesting.
Automation now jumps to the last control you touched. Effect plugin scale to whatever size you need, and quick export gets your bounces done in seconds. You can now have volume and pan directly on your track controls, and on macOS
you couldn't do volume pan on your controller before? I didn't know you couldn't do that in Cubase. See what I'm saying? Like, these are things that you find out when you watch like these little things and kind of are experimenting. You didn't know that they had those things on there, but
proper full screen mode is supported, plus pinch to zoom gestures. These are just a few of the new features you can find in Cubase 15. Have fun and make some great music.
All right, so that was Cubase 15 at its finest. So let me know what you guys think below in the comment section of this video. Is Cubase 15 something that you're interested in? Do you think that it should actually work for you? Do you think that this is a really good DAW for you to actually invest in? Because like I said, it is an investment. If you're going to do Cubase, you might as well go for the Pro, and that's almost $600. So, I mean, it just matters if you are willing to invest in a DAW for that much. There are a lot of other DAWs out there right now that are not that expensive. Studio One being one that I think a lot of people might gravitate towards, seeing that, you know, you have the yearly subscription, but you still get a perpetual license once you purchase that 1 year subscription. So like, and you're only paying like $100 and something compared to Cubase, you're paying almost $600. And then every year you still have to pay that $99 to upgrade to the next level or the next one that comes out. I don't know if they have enough in here to make people sway and say, you know what, I'm gonna do Cubase 15 from 14. If you are a composer, you probably wouldn't want to do it. You're gonna probably want to do that for those expression maps. Makes it a whole lot easier for you to kind of get your expressions out and into your projects. You don't have to like really search for stuff. It'll show you what is actually being available, and then you can just click on it and choose it and start using it. Like, that to me is really, really dope. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think below in the comment section of this video. And once again, this your boy X.E.L.O. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And for all those out there, peace.
AutoRewind.